Hi, welcome to this training on the SpeakerTunity Transformational Speaker Checklist. Hi, I'm Jackie Lappin, and having served changemakers for the past 10 years in the public relations field, and being a transformational speaker myself, I've had a chance to see close up where the potential pitfalls are when booking and presenting at speaking engagements. So, I thought it might be of great value to create a checklist that ensures that everything runs smoothly so that you, the audience, and the booker come away fulfilled. And everyone has an experience that is impactful, relationship building, and hopefully leaves them yearning for more. Now, this isn't just any speaker checklist. It's for transformational leaders. And we know that there is a factor which many others don't perceive. It's the energy and intention that can have a profound impact on the outcome. So you'll note, as we go through this, I make note of certain actions that can increase the flow and success of your appearances from an energetic standpoint. No elements are overlooked on this training. We're going to address how to get you ready for this event, what to pack for it, what must be done to oversee getting on stage, everything you need to manage your booth if you're going to be an exhibitor, what should happen while you're presenting, and what actions you should take to wrap it up. So, let's get started. First, let me congratulate you on getting this booking. Now, I hope that you take a few minutes to breathe, pat yourself on the back for getting it, and be grateful for this opportunity. Too often, we take things for granted in our busy lives. So let's energetically start with a big dose of gratitude. No doubt, you've established a few factors which will enable you to hone in on what will be necessary. On your written version of this checklist, you'll want to list the following so you'll have it easily at hand. First, the date and the time of the presentation. You want to make sure that you have one for each of your events. The length of the presentation or the workshop. Who are you presenting to? The organization, the event, the type of the audience. The location of the venue. How many people are expected at this event? The contact person, their email and phone number. Any other special events or notes that you need for this. Information that will help you prepare and be effective at this specific event. Special requests by the booker, whatever you think is additionally necessary. Now, the second phase we enter into is to review everything that the organization is providing or will enable you to bring. This prior to event stage will prevent any surprises and make sure everything gets off on a sure footing. So here are the items you'll want to confirm if you haven't done so already. What are the event specifications and terms for making an offer? What can you say from the stage, and what are your other options? I know many people who show up thinking that they can sell from the stage and learn that there are actual restrictions. So go in prepared, and if you cannot sell directly from the stage, ascertain what else you can do to attract new clients through this opportunity. Will they give you a list of the attendees? Can you offer a free product? May you direct people to a table or booth to talk to you about next steps, etc. Next, you want to establish what, if any, expenses are going to be covered. Then find out if you can sell books on site, and what are the arrangements for this? Does the venue take the money in advance and then pay you? Can you sell directly? Do you have to ship your books to a third party, such as an on-site bookstore? Does the venue take a percentage? Where do books need to be sent if you're going to be shipping them in advance? Now, after that, you want to ask if someone will be on site to assist you with taking payments Or will this be something you or an assistant must handle on your own? And then, of course, you'll need to bring an assistant if that's the case. You want to find out, what are the promotional commitments on both of your parts? What are the expectations? Who will do what? Such things as emails, publicity, social networking, flyers, live video promos such as Facebook, or Facebook Live actually, or other forms of outreach. Next, you want to make sure you know what graphics you may bring in the room. Roll-up banners, branded tablecloth covers, hanging banners, stand-up backgrounds, tabletop displays, etc. Next, you want to check the tech. Will you have a PowerPoint projector and screen available if you need it? Will there be a floor monitor so you can see what's on the screen behind you? Do you need to bring your own laptop or perhaps just a thumb drive? Ask about stage and seating arrangements. Will you be coming from the backstage, from the audience? Will there be a chair, a podium, or a table on stage? Perhaps you need to bring some flowers to dress up that table on the stage. Find out if you're going to be given a table for promotional purposes and prospect interaction. And will this be in the presentation room or in an adjacent room outside? How cold or warm will the room be so you can adjust your wardrobe accordingly? I'm always freezing in conference rooms. Can you hand out flyers? Or is there any other option for placing collateral in the hands of the attendees? For example, gift bags, programs, perhaps flyers on the seats. What is the setup or takedown schedule if you're hosting a booth or a table? There is usually a time window that's assigned to this, and it might just be earlier than when you would normally be there for the event. What are the Wi-Fi internet considerations if you need access during this event? You know, today, increasingly, people are pulling videos from their smartphones or showing websites during their presentations that require high-speed access. So make sure you know what's there for you before you get there. Confirm how your introduction will be handled and what you can provide for that intro. It's really unwise to leave it to the organizers to create their own introduction. Give them something you've written or a video to play before you even step on the stage. This may not be everything that will impact your particular style of presenting. If there is anything else you need, add it in as a standardized matter to check on your written checklist, something that becomes part of it permanently. So now we're going to move on to the third phase of this checklist, packing. The worst thing that can happen is for you to open up your travel bags and realize that you're missing something important. I'll bet you've done that on occasion, as I have. So here are items you need to make sure are packed before you ever embark. Of course, tickets, travel vouchers, passport, hotel confirmations, boarding pass. Next, phone numbers and online booking portals on your phone in case you need to do last-minute rescheduling due to flight delays. You've seen that happen before, I'm sure. Directions to the hotel. Never rely exclusively on a GPS. That can often get you into trouble. Of course, you'll want your PowerPoint presentation if you're using one, plus your laptop, your phone, or other means of displaying it, and whatever adapters you might need for the equipment you're showing it to. Room graphics. We talked about these. Roll-up banners, hanging banners, tabletop displays. And of course, if you're bringing them yourself, your books for sale, and even if there's a pricing display that tells people exactly what each item costs. Next, flyers, enrollment forms, promotional materials, receipts if you need to write them out for people, enough to meet the number of possible attendees. Wouldn't it be nice if you could sell everybody? Pens, pencils, notepads, simple stuff. Props. If you've got props, can't afford to leave those behind. Speaking notes, printed backup on the presentation, an extra thumb drive as a backup, or perhaps cloud or Dropbox access. Just make sure that you really have that extra little security. Baskets or other receptacles to collect business cards from attendees. You want to have them drop them at your booth, of course. Cashbox, the Square or PayPal tablet phone attachment, and a tablet or phone to activate purchases is selling from the back of the room. Don't forget to charge these before you go, and bring the recharger. I always actually bring 2 devices in case one device fails, and I've had it happen numerous times. Temperature appropriate clothing, like we talked about, including a sweater or a coat for women if you're staying for the whole event and the promoter keeps the room cold. Lots and lots of business cards, of course. And then phone, laptop chargers, and any external battery extenders and extension cords. Just make sure any of these things are covered. Event agenda and schedule. Audience evaluation forms if you desire to use those. And, of course, this written checklist. Anything else I might have missed that is critical to you? I always take a bag of cashews so I don't find my stomach growling from hunger at any point. Now, there's something else that I personally bring, and it might be helpful to you, just to make sure that I clear up any congestion or prevent any colds. If there's any throat irritation, I like to take a couple of marshmallow root capsules. These clear out any respiratory almost instantly. So that's a real valuable little tip for folks. Now, we come to the 4th phase, on site. Let's first talk about staging. When you arrive on site, you will want to review the stage area. How much room do you have? Are there any quirky stairs? Where is the screen positioned? You may wish to make slight adjustments to accommodate these. Now, once you get there, of course, you want to meet all the personnel who are responsible for supporting your performance. And that includes the event manager, the stage manager, the person in charge of sound, the videographer, anybody else. The next thing is that you want to confirm that the equipment at the venue itself is there and it's working. Don't take this for granted. I've seen too many other people make that mistake. So then you want to get comfortable with the remote control for the screen, the teleprompter if there is one, the screens and monitors, the interface between your device and the projector apparatus, renderings on the screen, how they appear, how high, how low, the video playback and the sound, and the mics, whether it's a lavalier, a headset, a stand-up, or podium. The next step is you want to check the internet access if you need this. We talked about it. It's really critical that you find out in enough time. Now do a walk around to suit your needs. Place the lectern, the tables, the flip charts, the flip chart markers, etc. where you want them so you're not fumbling around looking for things. Find out who is responsible and how the timing is being signaled to you so that you really have that already set up going in and you know where to look. Set up any props. Arrange for water on stage. What else do you need to make it all seem seamless? Anything else that's going to put you at ease. Now in this next section, phase 5, it's all about you as a speaker exhibitor and your booth area. Here are the factors that you should determine or act upon. Check your booth or table area. Is it visible? Do you need to move it out? Can people easily get to you? If not, you might want to talk to the promoter about moving it around. Then set up your banners, displays, and promotional materials. Connect any necessary electronics. Set up the books or other products for sale And don't necessarily do this too early if there's a danger people may walk off with them. Just place them below the table where you can reach for them easily and bring them up on top. Ensure your merchant device is working and can send a signal. We don't want to have any snafus there. Have sign-up forms on hand with pens, clipboards, etc. And of course, you want to have plenty of business cards available. Place on the table any receptacles for business cards that you want to collect, or for any promotions that you might be doing and for which you're asking people to give you their cards. Locate any nearby trash cans, and if you want to get one for your table as well. Store anything you don't need that's immediately under the table. If it's not necessarily to be visible, you can keep it there. If you need to cover the table overnight because of a security issue, make sure that you bring a cloth cover for that purpose. Now, keep the schedule at hand to make sure you don't miss any breaks, opportunities to meet prospects. You know, if you're off having a lunch and they're breaking and all of a sudden people are running to your booth, you don't want to make sure that doesn't happen. If someone else is handling the transaction, do a briefing with that person in advance so that there's no backup when people actually want to give you money. Run through any other eventualities in your mind to see if there's anything else that is part of your routine as an exhibitor that you need to take care of. And so now we come to showtime, phase 6. Here's where some of that positive energy is set in motion. Create an intention for a successful, compelling, and smooth presentation that connects with the audience and serves both of you with grace. You may even want to do a little meditation in advance. Now, here's where it really begins to get exciting. The MC introduces you to the audience to much applause and enthusiasm. You take the stage commandingly, smiling, full of charisma. Now, if this is permitted, you want to make sure that your Twitter, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your YouTube channel are highlighted on the screen sometime during the presentation. Your image, your slide, or your videos go off without a hitch and really contribute to the impact and the effect. You speak with confidence, impact, and clarity. You provide great value and abundant information before you even get to making an offer. You engage the audience and find creative ways to get them to give you their names and their emails. You are smoothly building demand and enthusiasm for your offer. You get a standing ovation. It's so fantastic. Isn't it just amazing and wonderful? You generate a rush for your table to sign up. The registration and purchasing operates smoothly and effectively. Have I forgotten anything at all? Let's just bask in that success for a moment. So now it's time to wrap it up. The last phase, phase 7. This is post-presentation. These are the actions you want to do to maximize this speaking opportunity. Get print or video testimonials from every promoter and of the attendees. I actually like a wonderful service called SoTellUs.com that allows you to collect them via smartphone almost instantly as you complete your presentation. Now, you want to invite people who came to your table to get connected with you on social media. And then make arrangements to get a copy of the video from the event promoter and ensure that you have the rights to actually use it on your website and wherever else that it really will be of value to you. Request event photos for social media, website, and promotional materials. Ask the booker or event promoter for referrals of others who might book you. This is one of the most effective ways to cascade new bookings and fill up your speaking calendar. Send a beautiful thank you to the booker, event promoter, or even a gift if you think that that's appropriate. Send the follow-ups or make calls to anyone who provided a card or who enrolled in your program. Send an invoice to the booker or the event promoter if there is still money to be transacted between you. Now, if you found this a valuable opportunity, make a note on your calendar when to reach out to the booker to see if there is a prospect for a return appearance. Close the circle by again being in a state of gratitude and appreciation for this wonderful opportunity. So what's next? Find more speaking engagements, of course. And if you're not already a subscriber to SpeakerTunity, the Transformational Speaker Lead Tip Sheet, then I urge you to take a look. www.SpeakerTunityLeads.com. It's our mission to make sure you get connected with your very next speaking opportunities. So thanks for spending this time with me. I hope that we've covered just about every eventuality in this special kind of transformational speaker checklist so that you have a worry-free, beautiful experience that ushers in greater prosperity and expansion.